since 1968, serving our community with local news and sports. Covering Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Iredell, Lincoln, and Watauga counties. We are WHKY News.
Good evening and welcome into the Friday, December 19th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news today, federal authorities are continuing their investigation into the crash in Statesville that killed retired NASCAR driver Greg Biffle, his family, and 3 others on Thursday. Authorities were trying to figure out who was flying the plane and what caused it to return to the airport soon after takeoff. The Cessna C-550 crashed and caught fire, killing all 7 on board. It had departed Statesville Regional Airport, but crashed less than 10 minutes later while trying to return and land. Flight records show the plane was registered to a company run by Biffle. Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board were at the airport trying to determine the cause of the crash and why the plane returned. Federal Aviation Administration records show Biffle was rated to fly helicopters and single and multi-engine planes. Also on board was Dennis Dutton. 2 people appear in a federal database of pilot licenses under that name. The crash also killed Dutton's son Jack and Biffle's friend Craig Wadsworth. Highway Patrol said that Biffle's wife Christina and children Ryder, 5 years old, and Emma, 14 years old, were killed in the crash. The National Transportation Safety Board held a news conference today and gave an update on the investigation.
We are analyzing radar, ADS-B data, video footage, witness statements, audio recordings, and more as part of our investigation. We will also begin coordinating wreckage removal as part of our standard investigation process, and we can move the wreckage to a safe location, make sure it's secure, and so we can follow up and conduct further analysis. I can also confirm that our team was able to locate and recover the cockpit voice recorder, the CVR, one of the black boxes from the aircraft. The aircraft, as we know, it only had the CVR, did not have a flight data recorder, nor was it required to have either one of these for this flight. And that cockpit voice recorder is en route back to Washington, D.C. right now to be analyzed. I'd like to ask if anyone in the public has any photos, videos, door camera video, debris, or were witnesses to this accident. We ask that you please contact us via email at witness@ntsb.gov. Again, that is witness@ntsb.gov.
Check our website, WHKY.com, for updates on this story as new information is released. A giant in North Carolina politics passed away on Thursday. Arianna Mack reports.
That's correct, Rob. Former 4-term North Carolina Governor Jim Hunt died Thursday at the age of 88. Hunt served an unprecedented 16 years as governor. The office of his daughter, Lieutenant Governor Rachel Hunt, said that her father died peacefully Thursday at his Wilson County home. Described as a business-oriented progressive, Hunt has been called a giant in state government and influential in the national education reform movement of the late 20th and early 21st centuries. He was first elected to the office in 1976 and after a constitutional change became the first North Carolina governor elected to successive 4-year terms. Following a U.S. Senate campaign loss to Republican Jesse Helms in 1984, Hunt's political career resumed 8 years later with a 3rd term at the Executive Mansion, followed by re-election in 1996. I'm Arianna Mack reporting for WHKY News.
Thanks, Arianna. A residence on Lake Norman was destroyed by a fire early this morning, according to the Iredell Free News. Troutman, Shepherds, and Mooresville fire and rescue personnel responded to a garage fire on Kyle Lane shortly before 5 a.m. today. Arriving units found a large, fully involved structure. The fire quickly went to a second alarm, and the Denver Fire Department's boat was called to the scene along with a call for increased staffing. The South Tanker Strike Team was put into operation, and the published report says tankers responded from Cool Springs, Trinity, South Iredell, Monticello, Davidson, Ebenezer, and West Iredell's fire departments. The Iredell Free News report says firefighters were able to rescue a cat from the blaze. No injuries were reported, and the fire was under control shortly after 7 a.m. The home was destroyed by the fire. The cause is under investigation. In today's crime report, a father and daughter have been charged with drug trafficking and firearm offenses by federal authorities. In local sports, Jason Savage reports on the 97th All-American from Lenoir Rhyne University. In community focus, Arianna Mack has a report on the Salvation Army seeking bell ringers as Christmas approaches. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and 10 o'clock on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai.
Hickory and Valdez.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
They come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr. Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
MRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
I want to tell you about Dr. Joe's Energy Boost Chewables. These things are amazing. Good, clean energy, no caffeine, no sugar crashes, and not even a hassle of swallowing pills. Now, these contain two ingredients. One of them is citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid that opens up your blood vessels and increases circulation, even helps lower your blood pressure. And ginseng, this helps manage stress, keeps you focused, and gets you physically energized throughout the day. You can get these and all of our supplements on our website, drjoe.com. That's drjoe.com.
Rex Allen Theater's back on Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on WHKY TV 14.2 with Kathy's Cooking, Interesting People, Hildebrand Cruising, and the Squatch Runners. You don't want to miss it. Channel 14.2 on free TV.
It's Telluride time at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And right now, we have up to $1,000 in bonus cash on select Kias, including Tellurides.
And no payments for 90 days.
We've never seen bonus cash like this.
Never.
Come see us at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report today, a father and daughter have been charged with federal crimes. 44-year-old Jonathan Grant Fox and his daughter, 19-year-old Nevaeh Elizabeth Fox, both of Hickory, appeared in federal court on drug trafficking and firearms charges. The announcement was made by Russ Ferguson, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina. Jonathan and Nevaeh Fox are each charged with conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine, distribution of methamphetamine, and possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. Jonathan Fox is also charged with trafficking in firearms. Among those joining U.S. Attorney Ferguson was Chief Brian Adams of the Hickory Police Department. According to allegations in the indictment, Jonathan and Nevaeh Fox conspired with each other and other individuals to distribute at least 50 grams of methamphetamine in and around Catawba County. The indictment further alleges that Jonathan and Nevaeh did knowingly possess firearms in furtherance of their crimes. It is also alleged that Jonathan Fox in August of 2025 did engage in the trafficking of 9 firearms. You can get full details on this case at our website, WHKY.com. Up next, David Cedrone reports on 2 arrests in separate cases.
Thank you, Rob. Well, 2 people are facing charges following separate arrest in Catawba and Alexander counties. Authorities say 33-year-old Damian Alexander, Seitz of West B Street in Newton, was arrested Thursday in Catawba County. Seitz is charged with first-degree burglary and resisting a public officer. Following his arrest, Seitz was taken to the Catawba County Detention Facility where he is being held without bond. A district court appearance set for today. In a separate case, Taylorsville police arrested 46-year-old Latasha Everett Gray of Harrington Place Drive Tuesday. Gray is charged with felony larceny and resisting arrest. Investigators say Gray was later found in possession of controlled substance, leading to an additional felony charge. She's being held without bond at the Alexander County Detention Center. Court records show Gray has previous charges pending, including a second-degree trespass, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. Arianna Mack now joins us with arrests in a pair of cases.
That's correct, Rob. A Taylorsville woman was jailed on drug charges. 44-year-old Kylie Cherie Bumgarner of Adams Pond Lane in Taylorsville was arrested overnight by Alexander County Sheriff's officers. She's charged with felony possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Bumgarner was placed in the Alexander County Detention Center under a secured bond of $15,000. Also, a Nebo man jailed in Alexander County. 22-year-old Gavin Michael Terry of the McDowell County community of Nebo was arrested Wednesday by Alexander County Sheriff's officers. He's charged by the Sheriff's Office with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Terry was also served warrants from Buncombe County for felony probation violation and larceny. The suspect was placed in the Alexander County Detention Center under $6,000 bond. I'm Arianna Mack reporting for WHKY News.
Thanks, Arianna. A Conover man is charged with assault. 26-year-old Isaiah Smalls was arrested by Conover police. He's charged with assault inflicting serious bodily injury and assault with a deadly weapon. Smalls was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $25,000 bond. A district court date was scheduled Monday. A Lenoir woman faces false pretense and vehicle break-in charges. 44-year-old Amanda Marie Ellison was arrested Thursday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. She's charged with 2 felony counts of obtaining property by false pretense and 1 felony count of breaking and entering to a motor vehicle. Ellison was jailed in the Caldwell County Detention Center under no bond. A Friday district court date was scheduled. A woman is charged with stealing a dog and vehicle parts. 39-year-old Amanda Gills, who is listed as a homeless person, was arrested by authorities in Gaston County on charges from Catawba County. She's charged with larceny of a dog and larceny of motor vehicle parts. Gills was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $10,000 bond following the arrest. A Lenoir man faces a drug charge. 41-year-old Jonathan Todd Nichols was arrested Thursday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. He's charged with felony possession of methamphetamine. Nichols was released on $5,000 secured bond. A court date was scheduled Monday in Lenoir. And that's our crime report for today. Thank you for watching. For WHKY, I'm Rob Eastwood. Stay with us. Jason Savage is up next with your local sports.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai,
Hickory and Valdez.
Weight loss is never one size fits all. At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
As they come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr. Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
You are watching WHKY 14.2 television serving the Charlotte region. We are broadcasting live into over 1.2 million households in Charlotte and the surrounding areas, with over-the-air reception as well as 5 local cable systems. If you are seeing this, so are your potential customers. Are you new to TV advertising? We can help you tap into our TV audience. For a limited time, you can secure 50 30-second commercials per month for the low cost of $750, which includes commercial time and commercial production of your advertisement. Contact us at advertise@WHKY.com and let us customize a marketing plan to grow your business and increase your market share.
It's Telluride time at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And right now, we have up to $1,000 in bonus cash on select Kias, including Tellurides.
And no payments for 90 days.
We've never seen bonus cash like this.
Never.
Come see us at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
With your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro, I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. We start with high school basketball action last night. All non-conference games yesterday. We start with girls contest first, where Alexander Central defeated East Burke 59-32. Freedom fell to East Lincoln 57-39. High Brighton was a 51-44 winner over South Caldwell in a Caldwell County matchup. Maiden defeated South Point 58-25. Newton Conover fell to North Lincoln 70-27. Boys, again, all non-conference games last night. Alexander Central defeating East Burke 88-61. Freedom falls to East Lincoln 83-56. Newton Conover lost to North Lincoln 69-32. South Caldwell over High Brighton by 2, 58-56. Maiden fell to South Point 58-50. Moving over to Catawba Valley Community College, whose women's basketball team fell on the road to Brunswick Community College last night by the final score of 74-60. The loss drops the Redhawks to 3-4 overall. They're 0-4 in Region 10 Division II play. Now, CVCC, their women's basketball team, off for the holidays. They'll be back in action Monday, January 5th, when they travel to Richard Bland Community College. After his record-breaking season for the Lenoir Rhyne football team, return specialist Ty Roberson has been named an American Football Coaches Association First Team All-American. He is one of 4 All-Americans from the South Atlantic Conference this year. Roberson becomes the 97th All-American in Lenoir Rhyne football history and the first AFCA first-teamer since offensive lineman Joe Ray in 2015. He joins D.R.A. Rogers, Cal Duggar, and Michael Green as the only Lenoir Rhyne return specialist to be named to an All-American team. The Lawrence, South Carolina native set a new program record with an average of 41.9 yards per kick return this season. That average led NCAA Division II and was second amongst all NCAA divisions. He was one of just 2 NCAA Division II athletes with 3 kick return touchdowns, returning one for 98 yards against Anderson, 87 yards against Mars Hill, and 95 yards against Catawba, all South Atlantic Conference opponents.
In a game that saw 9 lead changes and 9 ties to the first 26 minutes of play, Appalachian State men's basketball dominated the final 14 minutes of the second half to post a commanding 67-49 win over Coastal Carolina on Thursday to open up Sun Belt Conference play. Alonzo Dodd led the Mountaineers with 21 points. The Mountaineers' win marks the 3rd time under head coach Dustin Kearns that they've started Sun Belt Conference play 1-0. Mountaineers 8-5 overall, 1-0 in the Sun Belt Conference. App will be back in action again this weekend at home tomorrow when they take on Georgia State. As always, you can find these stories and the latest updates online at WHKY.com.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory, and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai,
Hickory, and Valdez.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Max Lowe is going to get down to about 57.
As they come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr. Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
Hey, grab me one too.
You are watching WHKY 14.2 television serving the Charlotte region. We are broadcasting live into over 1.2 million households in Charlotte and the surrounding areas, with over-the-air reception as well as 5 local cable systems. If you are seeing this, so are your potential customers. Are you new to TV advertising? We can help you tap into our TV audience. For a limited time, you can secure 50 30-second commercials per month for the low cost of $750, which includes commercial time and commercial production of your advertisement. Contact us at advertise@WHKY.com and let us customize a marketing plan to grow your business and increase your market share.
It's Telluride time at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And right now, we have up to $1,000 in bonus cash on select Kias, including Tellurides.
And no payments for 90 days.
We've never seen bonus cash like this.
Never.
Come see us at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Arianna Mack starts us off with a report on the Salvation Army seeking bell ringers in the closing days of the Christmas season.
Can you hear the bells? The Salvation Army of Greater Hickory and High Country still needs volunteers for the bell ringing season. Andrea Beatty joins WHKY.
The value is huge because this is our only fundraiser that we do for crisis help services. So when you see a kettle and you see a bell ringer out, whether it's a paid bell ringer, which we do hire our own, so a lot of our bell ringers are from the shelter. You'll see a volunteer or a regular bell ringer, and they are ringing for crisis help services for all of our 9 counties that we serve. So we are still ringing through December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. We will stop around noon. So we still have the weekend. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, and we have our virtual kettle opportunity, which will run through December 31st. So if you see this sign out, that means we didn't have a volunteer or a bell ringer for that station. And you can go on our social media site and see the virtual kettle, and you can still donate throughout the end of the year. I feel like they would be blessed. We have had so many great conversations with volunteers that have heard some wonderful success stories from the Salvation Army and what our services have done for folks in the community. And so our volunteers are just blessed themselves when they come out and volunteer and ring the bell. And it really is part of giving back during the Christmas season, and all the kettles that are filled to the brim, their donations go local for Crisis Help Services.
And for people watching this, how can they volunteer? Where do you direct them to go?
Yes, they can call. They can contact me, Andrea Beatty. My number is 828-851-0017. We would love to get you plugged in. We need volunteers throughout the whole year. And I do want to give a big shout out to our Angel Tree program as well that is coming to a close. We literally had 2,500, oh my goodness, that would be crazy, 2,500 gifts to children. 2,500 children were blessed through our Angel Tree program, and they didn't just get one gift, 4 toys, clothes, mittens, gloves, you name it, bicycles. It was a great effort this year.
For more information, visit the Salvation Army's website or Facebook. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thanks, Arianna, and thanks to Andrea for joining us. Up next, David Cedrone reports on a program that has the goal of helping small rental property owners.
Thank you, Rob. Well, Governor Josh Stein says North Carolina is now accepting applications for a new disaster recovery program aimed at helping small rental property owners in western North Carolina rebuild after Hurricane Helene. The state's new small rental rehabilitation program, it'll help repair or rebuild rental properties with 1 to 4 units that were damaged or destroyed by the storm. The program is part of the Renew NC Recovery Initiative and is being administered by the North Carolina Department of Commerce. To qualify, property owners must agree to offer affordable rent for at least 10 years following construction. Eligible counties include Catawba, Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Lincoln, Watauga, Buncombe, Gaston, Mecklenburg, limited to the 28214 zip code, and more than a dozen other western North Carolina counties. Property owners looking for more information can apply online or over the phone or through the Renew NC app. The program is funded through federal disaster recovery grants from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. One of $4.4 billion allocated to North Carolina for recovery. $57.4 million is dedicated to this small rental program. You can learn more by visiting the website and applying at renewnc.org or calling the phone number 1-888-791-0207. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. And that wraps up Community Focus and the WHKY News today. Remember, you can get all of the latest news and sports 24/7 at our website, WHKY.com. We also have local news and sports 7 days a week on our sister station, WHKY Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM, and streaming on multiple platforms and at our website. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of Arianna Mack, David Cedrone, Jason Savage, and Andrea Beatty, I'm Rob Eastwood, and from Hickory, this is the WHKY News.